Have you moved to another topic in school? Hmm? Still on place value?
Um, we moved to a
Hmm. Okay. Maybe you need to check it, right?
it's just about going up to 1,000 and stuff.
Hmm. Okay, no problem. So I'm just asking, or do you have any homework from school? Maybe assignment online or something?
I already did.
You've done it and it's easy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that means we'll look at this then. We'll look at something more, something else. So this one says you find the missing place value from the four-digit number. We have 1, then 4,900. This is 4,901. So you are right when you say 10 is a missing number. So this is correct. And the other one says 50 plus 4, that is 54. And the 0 there. So it's 1,000 that is missing, right? Or what is missing?
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
You put 4,000,
I
right?
didn't like it. I didn't see it properly.
So it's 1,000, okay? Then the next one says 464. So it's also 1,000 that's missing. You get that one. Then that's 1,000. Then the next one we have 1,464. Okay, no, 6,461. Now we have 461. So it's 6,000 that is missing. 6,000, that's correct. Then this one says 182. So 2,000 is missing. It's 2,000. And the next one we have 800 plus 20 and 6 is 320. So 8,000 is missing. Okay, this is 8,000. Then we have 742. 1,742. Only 2 is missing. So 2 is missing here. Then the next one 3,683. So we have 3,000, we have 83 now. 600 is missing. Okay, the next one we have 1,975. We have 975 already. So 8,000 is missing. And the next one we have 8,466. So it's 60 that is missing. Then this is 4,207. Nothing is missing. Yeah, that's 0. Then the next one we have 5,215. So we already have 215. So 5,000 is missing. And number 13, 8,460. So we have 8,460 again. 0 is here because they are already equal. Then we have 7,318. We have 7,018 here, so 300 is missing. And the second to the last one, we have 963. So 9,000 is missing. And the last one, 1,098. This is 90 and 1,000, so 8 is missing. Okay, there's 8 there, right? So nothing is missing. Okay,
Okay.
so this is correct. So that's 15 out of 16. You would have gotten everything if you had for this number 2. Okay, then we're going to look at something more now. Just hold on a bit, okay?
Okay.
To change any number from fractions to decimal, this is what you're going to do. Look at the first one. You consider the number at the bottom, which is this 5. Are you seeing this?
Yep.
Let me rewrite the 5 so that you can see very well. So this is 2 over 5. You ask yourself a question. Can 5 divide 2? The answer is no. That's a 0. Okay.
Okay.
Then you put an imaginary 0 behind that 2. That makes 20. So how many 5 is in 20? That'll be 4. And that's the answer.
Well,
Because it doesn't
that
have it.
was
You said?
that was simple.
Yeah, so simple because it doesn't have any remainder. So if it has any remainder, then we have to repeatedly divide until maybe we have to stop it or until it has no remainder. Because some of them might have to go to the next level, third level, fourth digit, and so on. But let's look at the second one. Can 50 divide 3? The answer is no. You put your point. Okay? So you put an imaginary 0. How many 50? Can 50 divide 30? The answer is also no. Okay?
Okay.
Then you put another 0 making 300. How many 50 is in 300? The answer is 6. So this is the answer. It doesn't have any remainder. Is that clear?
Yes,
Good. Let's check the third one. Can 25 divide 6? The answer is
no.
no. I put an imaginary 0. So how many 25 is going to go in 60? That is 2, which is 50, right? Right? Wait a minute, wait a
I,
minute. Let me start that
I
again.
thought it's 5, not 6. I thought it's 6, not 5.
Wait. This is 6 over 25, right?
Yes.
So can 25 divide 6? No. Okay.
Okay.
I put a 0, that's 60, right?
Yeah.
How many 25 is in 60? That's 2, right?
How? I thought 225 in 50.
Yeah. Okay. So if you remove the 50 from the 60, you have 10, right? Let me try that again. Let me start again. How many 25s in 6? That's 0. Okay. Right? Are you listening to me? Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How many 25? Can 25 divide 6? No.
Yeah.
You put this. Then you put a 0. That makes 60, right?
Yeah.
In 60, how many times can you see 25? That's 2, right? In 60, you have 25 2 times, right? Look at this. Look at this. This is 60. If you remove 25 one time, you're going to have 35 remaining, right?
Yeah.
If you remove 25 again from the 35, what will you have left? 10. So how many times have we subtracted 25? This is 1, 2. 2 times, which is 50, right?
Yeah.
So that means 25 can go in 50 2 times. Is that clear?
Mm,
Yeah, let me do something. Let me count in fives, okay?
uh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60, right?
yeah.
So I want to see how many times 25 can go. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is one time, okay?
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is the second time, right?
Yeah.
So how many times can 25 go in 60? That's two times. That's why I put 2 here, okay?
There was still two fives left.
Yeah, that's why I said it will remain 10, okay? This is 10, right? So
Yes.
it will remain 10. Then you now put 0 again. That is 100. So how many 25 is in 100? That's 4.
Oh,
Because 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 100, right? How many
yes.
25s in 100?
Four.
That's where this 4 comes from. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now let me explain that all over so that you can get what I'm trying to explain. The fraction that we have is 6 over 25, right?
Yeah.
Good. 25 cannot go in 6. We'll put 0. Okay?
Okay.
And when we put a 0 here, making 60, how many times can 25 go in 60? That's 2 times. It will remain 10. Okay?
Okay.
Because 25 times 2 is 50. So when you remove 50 from 60, you have 10. So you put a 0 again, making 100. So how many 25s are in 100? That's 4. Okay?
Okay.
And it doesn't have any remainder. So our answer is 0.24. Then let us do the next one. Can 4 divide 5? Yeah, 4 can go in 5, but not perfectly. So how many 4s are in 5? Only 1, right?
One.
If you remove that 4, remaining 1, yes or no? Remainder 1, right?
Yes.
So put a 0 beside the 1, making 10. How many 4s are in 10?
Two.
That's 2. That's 8, right?
Yes.
So you have 2 remaining. So put a 0 again. That's 20. How many 4s are in 20?
Five.
Does it have any remainder? No. So this is the answer. Okay? Okay?
Mm,
Let me
okay.
let me explain that again. Let me explain that again. Can 4 go in 5? Yeah. How many times? 1. Then you put a point. So when you remove 4 once from 5, you have 1 remaining, right?
Yes.
Then you put a 0. That's 10. How many 4s are here? That's 2. That's 8. When you remove it, you have 2. Put a 0. How many 4s are in 20? That's 5. And this is the answer. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's do the last one. Can 250 divide 7? The answer is no. Put a 0, that's 70. Can 250 divide 70? The answer is no. Put a 0, that's 700, okay?
Okay.
How many times can 250 go in 700? That's just 2 times, okay? Which is
Okay.
500, right?
Yeah.
If you remove 500 from 700, what do you have? If you remove 500 from 700, what do you have?
675.
Wait, if you remove 500 from 700, what do you have? You have 200, right? 500 away from 700, you have 200, right? Hmm?
Yeah.
700 minus what? 500. And this is 200, right?
Uh,
Is that clear?
yes.
So 250 can go into 100, so you put another zero. How many 250s will you see in 2000? In 1000, there are four. In 2000, there must be eight. Okay?
Okay.
Is that clear now? Let me explain this one again. Okay?
Okay.
So look at it carefully. How many can 250 divide 7? That's 0. Put a 0 here, that's 70. Please look at the screen. Don't write anything. Can 250 divide 70 again? That's no. That's another 0. Then put another 0 making 700. How many 250s can you remove from 700? It's only 2, which is 500, okay?
Okay.
And when you remove 500, you have 200 left. Put another 0 making 2000. How many 250s can you remove from 2000? That's 8, because 2 is 500, 4 is 1000, 8 of 250s should be 2000. No remainder, okay?
Okay.
Let's assume you want to buy an item that costs $250. So you can buy 8 of them in $2000, right?
Yeah.
That's what that means. Now, before you write anything, please don't write yet, okay?
Okay.
Let's look at the opposite of this. The opposite, by the opposite, I mean changing from fraction, from decimal to fraction. Changing from what? From what?
Decimal to fraction.
From decimal to fraction. So we're going to start from the answers that we have. We're going to resort back into the fractions. So number one is zero point 0.4. Okay,
Okay.
number one is zero point 0.4. So if I want to change zero point 0.4 to fraction, how many digits are after decimal? How many digits did you see after this decimal point?
One.
One. So you're going to write the digit and divide by 10 because it's only one digit. If there are two digits, you divide by 100. If there are three digits, you divide by 1000. If there are four digits, you divide by 10,000. So because it's only one digit, there is only one zero. Okay?
Okay.
So you can now reduce this to lowest term. How can we reduce this to lowest term? That'll be 2 over what?
Five.
And if you see, that's what we started with, right?
Yeah.
So do you understand this now? Let me
Uh.
explain it again, okay?
Okay.
So we have zero point 0.4 as the question. We're taking it to fraction. I said check how many digits are here. Only one. So that means we want to divide by 10, the number there. We will not put the 0 point again, okay?
How did you get 10 at the bottom?
That is what I'm trying to explain. You will look at the decimals. How many digits are there? It's only one. That means you're dividing by 10. If there are two, you are dividing by 100. If there are four digits, you are dividing by 10,000. Okay? If
Okay.
there are three digits, you are dividing by 1000. Is that clear?
So,
So please look at the screen. So I'll write it 4, then divided by 10. Then we can reduce it to lowest term. That'll be 2 over 5. And that's what we started with. Okay? Let's look at the
okay.
second one, 0.06. You want to change it to fraction. The number there is 6. So how many digits? How many places are after the decimal? 2, right?
Yeah.
So you divide by 100 instead of 10. Is that clear?
Yes, the answer is 350.
So you said 3 over 50, right?
Yes.
So the third one, we have 0.24. So we write a number 24. Then we divide by 100 because there are two digits after decimal. Then we reduce it to lowest term. If we use 4 to divide it, or we use 2 first, 2 here, 12, 2 here, 50. We use 2 again. This is 6 over 25. Is that clear?
Yes.
Then number 4, we have 1.25. We will not introduce a point again. That will be 125, still divided by 100 because it's just two digits after decimal. Okay?
Okay.
So we will now try to reduce this to whatever we can. We can use 5 to divide them. So how many 5 in 125? How many 5 in 12? That's 2. Remainder 2. How many 5 in 25? That's 5. Then 5 in 10 is 2. 5 in 0 is 0. Then we can still reduce it by 5.
I
So we have
do
5 here, 5, and 5 here, 4. So we started with 5 over 4, right?
I thought half of 100 is 50.
You thought half of 100. We are not using half, okay? I'm using 5. 5 can divide
Uh,
125 and it can divide 100, right?
yeah.
So how many 5 in 12? That's 2, remainder 2, making 25. How many 5 in 25? That's 5, okay? Then how many
Okay.
5 in 100? That's 20. Is that clear?
Yes.
So 5 again in 25. That's 5, yeah? Look at the screen, please. Don't write. 5 in 25 gives 5. And 5 in 20 gives 4. And we started with 5 over 4, right?
Yeah.
Then the last one, 0.028. This is going to be 28 divided by 1000. Do you understand why it must be 1000? Because there are three
Because
digits after the decimal. Okay? Then we look at the number that can divide them. We can use 2. 2 here, 14, and 2 in 10 is 5. So 500. We can use 2 again. 2 here, 7, right?
7,
Yeah,
350.
over 250. So that's what we started with, right?
Yeah.
Is this clear to you?
Uh,
Okay, write it down. Write it down. Okay? So write it two down, the first one and the second one, write it down. So I'm going to give you something to write after now. So,
uh, okay.
okay, fine. So the explanation again, like I said, 2 over 5 is a number. Because 5 cannot divide 2, then we put a 0 and a point. Then we put a 0 behind that 2, and that will be 5 in 20, making 4. Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay. Then 50 cannot divide 3. That is 0. Put a 0 behind the 3, making 30. 50 in 30 is not possible again. That's another 0. Then put a 0 behind the 30, making 300. 50 in 300 is 6. It has no remainder. Do you understand this?
yes,
Then the third one, 25 cannot divide 6. We put a 0 at the point. We put a 0 in front of the 6, making 60. 25 in 60 is 2 times, which is 50. When you remove 50, you have 10. Put a 0, and that's going to be 100. Then we have how many? 25 in 100? That's 4. Is that clear?
yes,
Good. Then we have the next one, 5 over 4. 4 goes in 5 only one time. That's why you see 1 here. Okay? Then we put a point. Then when you remove the 4 from 5, you have 1. Then we have a 0 beside it, making 10. How many falls in 10? That's 2. And that's 8. When you remove 8, you have 2 again. Put another 0, making 20. So how many fall in 20? That's 5. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And the last one, 250 cannot divide 7. We put a 0 and a point. Put a 0, that's 70. 250 in 70 cannot be possible. That's another 0. Put another 0, that's 700. 250 goes in 700 two times, and that's 500. When you remove it, you have 200. So put another 0, that is 2000. 250 in 2000 gives us 8. And to convert it back from decimal to fraction, you have zero point 0.4. Because it's only one digit after decimal, then you divide the 4 by 10. The second one, because there are two digits, you divide the 6 by 100. The third one, because there are two digits, you divide the 24 by 100. The last one, this fourth one, because it's 25, two digits as well, you divide by 100. Then the last one, there are three digits after the point, you divide by 1000. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So you're just going to write all of the numbers, then you divide by the number of digits, the zeros, number of digits after the decimal. So with this, then you reduce them to the lowest terms. Is that clear? Like
Yes,
4 over,
sir.
yeah, like 4 over 10 to lowest term gives us 2 over 5, 6 over 100 gives us 3 over 50, 24 over 100 gives us 6 over 25, and 125 over 100 gives us 5 over 4, which was what we started with, all of them. Then 28 over 1000 gives us 7 over 250. This is clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now here is the classwork we're going to try. Okay, don't
Okay.
don't rush it. Just take your time, step by step, and do it. When you are through, you send your work to me.
Okay.
All right. So let's look at this classwork together. I can't see you there. Are you looking at this?
What did you say?
Yeah, I can't see you there. I'm just seeing the wall. That's why I'm asking whether you're there or not, whether you're looking at this.
I'm there.
Because it's only the wall I'm seeing. Okay, no problem. But just make sure you concentrate on this so you can get it. Now we have 15 over 20. The question is, can 20 divide 15? The answer is no. You put a point, okay?
Okay.
Then you put a 0 here. Can 20 divide, can 20 go in 150? The answer is yes. How many times? That's 7 times, which is 140, okay? You're muted, so I can't even hear your response. So that's 7 times, which is 140. So if we remove 140 from 150, what do you have left? That's 10, okay?
Okay.
Then you put another 0, making 100. How many 20 can you see in 100?
5.
5. So that is the answer to this. I was saying you should please just try it. Try it because it's so simple. That's why I say you should try it. Let's look at the second one. How
It
many?
sounds hard.
What? What did you say? Yeah, what did you say?
It sounds hard.
It's not hard. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. The step is to check what? Can 20 divide 15? It says no, that's 0. Then a point. Then put a 0 here. How many times can 20 go in 150? Like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 5 times. Okay?
Okay.
120 and 140. The next will be 160, which is bigger than 150. So that's 7 times. So if you remove 140, what do you have? You have 10. Then put a 0 again. That is 100. So how many 20 is in 100? That's 5. This is simple, right? right?
Yes.
Okay, let's look at the second one. Can 25 divide 12? The answer is no. You put a point. Please look at this. Then you put a zero here. That's 120. How many 25s can go in 120? That's just 4 because that's 100, okay?
Okay.
So if you remove 100 from 120, what do you have? You have 20. So add a 0 to 20, that's 200. Then how many 25s are in 200? That's 8 because if there are 4 in 100, there'll be 8 in 200. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What do you think I should do to this second one that you want to convert back to fraction? How many digits are there? 2 digits, which is 52, right?
Yeah.
Divided by what?
100?
Yeah, 100. So you reduce it to lowest term. So what would this give me? We firstly have 25, 26, right? Over
Yes.
50.
And then you can reduce it to 13 and 25.
You can see this is easy, right? So what?
Sort of.
Then this is 38 over what? 100. So if it's only one digit, you use 10. If there are three digits, you use 1000. But this is two digits, that's why we use 100. Then 19 over 50. We cannot divide it further, okay? Because of 19. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
write down
confused
this.
on the part.
What did you
I'm
say?
confused on the part where you have to use fractions to make the decimals.
Yeah, fraction to decimal. Let's assume you have 1 over 2 to change to decimal. Can 2 divide 1? No, you put a point. Then you introduce a 0 there. That's 10. How many 2 is in 10? That's 5. That's 0.5, right? So
Yes.
that's just a simple method, okay?
Okay.
hmm So, and it makes sense. Half is 0.5, right?
Yes.
So, okay, write them down. What I'm going to give
And
you
the
the ones
question.
to try as homework, okay?
Okay.